Yeah, what up, fam?
How's it going, Jimmy?
Dude, what's going on with the facial hair? I love it.
Oh, yeah. So I did a Movember last year. The year before that, I grew a mustache and then I got rid of it. But I kind of just liked it and kind of like an identity change. I don't know if you've seen Peaky Blinders. You've got Arthur
Oh yeah.
Shelby with the slick back hair and the mustache. It's kind of what I'm going for now.
Dude, fuck that. Every time I watch that, I think about you. Just because they're I mean, you have that kind of like gangster it's kind of like that vibe to you. Like it's in you. You're polished and you're really good at what you do, but like deep down like you know where you came from, homie.
Yeah, yeah, you know. Yeah. It's I don't know. I never used to be like that. But looking at it, just being able to knowing what I've survived and gone through and overcome, it's like test me, see what fucking happens. It's like I don't.
Dude, every Monday when I do the check-in every Monday when I say like I'm fucking dangerous, like I truly believe that. But like, there's also like I like saying that because I know that you see it every day, and knowing where you came from, like yeah, this motherfucker is dangerous too.
Fuck yeah. I think that's how you've got to be sometimes because you're going to experience things in life which require you to be dangerous. And it's like if you're not dangerous in certain situations, then that can backfire on you. It doesn't mean being dangerous all the time and being a vile human being, but being dangerous and knowing what you want, what you're going for, and how you're gonna fucking get it. Absolutely. Like you've got to be dangerous in that sense, and nothing will stop you if you have that mentality.
What is that phrase? You'd rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. It's like that.
Yeah, yeah, it's
It's
exactly
like, yeah,
right.
motherfucker, I got it in me.
This is it. It's nice to have that peace, but also knowing that you can come out of that peace and into that danger zone and kind of be a threat when it's needed.
Mhm. Yeah, and that I think that's just part of. I mean, how long have we've been working together? Like 4 or 5 years now. It's been a while. So like it's a three-headed monster because it's like you, Matt Robertson, and Shinny. And I think of I always call Matt Primal Jesus because he kind of looks like Jesus. And then like I think of like think of like disciples, like we're just like trying to preach like the primal way of living and just really being happier with more, not doing not like overtraining, but you've been a big part of that. But dude, let me ask you a question. I was thinking about this just because I'm like a doomsdayer, like zombie apocalypse comes, right? And like modern men today, how many of them do you think would survive if they had to rely on the like hunter and gatherer way of living tomorrow, like for 6 months?
Not many. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of men would be capable of doing that. I don't think a lot of men are conditioned for if something like that would happen. Like physically, for the most part, men a lot of men aren't conditioned for it. Now, but it also talking about like survival apocalypse, like what type of zombies are you looking at as well? Because if you've got zombies that can run and that can move, fucking I'd say 5% of the men would be able to, and that's being generous as well. because not a lot of men
Yeah.
look after themselves mentally. I don't think a lot of men have got it in them mentally. I think they're too comfortable in the modern world. Like if shit hit the fan tomorrow, like me and Matt were speaking about it, we're fucking good to go. I mean, I live off grid already. Like I've
Dude, that's
currently
fucking
created
boring.
a post. Like I've just been out in the snow and it was grim. It is like I know how to condition that. But then you're also looking at how many of them know how to hunt, how many of them know how to build a fire, how many of them know how to build a shelter, and then to keep on going when it gets tough. A lot can't. And that's not to say that men aren't capable, but right now in the modern world, I don't think a lot of men would be able to, because they're too comfortable with all the external and materialistic things.
So do you think it's more mental or do you think it's more physical?
I think it requires both. You've got to be mentally tough, but
Yeah.
also physically tough as well, because you could have a solid mindset, but if you're a fat fuck and you've got people chasing you, or you're on a hunt chasing animals and aim to catch food for the tribe that you're with, to like feed people, how are you going to kill it? You've then got to carry it back. If you're, say, 5 kilometers or a couple of miles out and you've killed a stag, for example, you've got to get that fucker back. And I don't think a lot of men could do it, and the strength that it would actually require. Like I think there's men out there that do have the mentality, but it's also a physical aspect. It all comes hand in hand. Like you can't have one without the other. You can be in great shape, but if your mindset isn't there, then you're going to crumble. But you can have a solid mindset, be resilient, but if the physicality isn't there, then your body's going to give way as well, and that can cause complications with what's going on in the situation.
Dude, have you ever seen that thing on social media where there's a family that's in trouble and it's pointing to two types of guys? One, the husband is carrying a backpack, right? And then you get this like jack soldier that's like carrying the mom and the kid. It's like, which one would you rather be?
Fucking guy carrying my kid and my wife. There's no way I'd be
Fuck
carrying my
that.
back. Like it doesn't matter if it fucking destroys me and I'm in an absolute rag. Like I am carrying my wife and my kids out of there. I'm not carrying a bag and letting some other bloke carry my woman and child. Like what does that
Are you?
represent to me as a man? Like that shows I'm incapable. I'm not able to protect. Like I'm a big believer in men should protect women and kids. Like I'm a firm believer in that. And how are you protecting them when you're letting a fucking another jacked man like carry your wife and kids away? Not a
This
chance.
shit ain't happening, fam.
Nah, no way.
Not on my watch. If nothing else, that's why I fucking train. Like that way I could outrun the little bastards when they get bigger. And shit, my 12-year-old is almost there now. But like, dude, I want to be able to carry Erica. Like I need to bench press her like 15, 20 times. Fuck it. Oh, let me backtrack a second. Like, all right, zombie apocalypse comes, right?
Yeah.
What's your weapon of choice? No guns, but what's your weapon of choice?
Oh, it'd have to be a bow.
Yeah.
Going for a bow. What, like to take out the zombies or?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I don't even know. Where's this question came from, bro? This is a good question.
I don't know. I just thought of it.
I mean,
Where's it come from? I don't know. I got a fucked up
head. It'd be a stat. I'd have a staff, but it'd have 2 blades on either side. That'd be my choice.
Okay. I was thinking about it too because I was like, it's definitely a spear.
Yeah.
Right. So I could fuck with them from a distance. Right. Or like hand-to-hand combat, just boom right there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think me and Erica have had these conversations too. Like, but think about it. Like if you're a robber, right, and you came into my house and you broke in right? Yeah, we could shoot you, right? Pow, pow. But like, how fucking detrimental would it be to your fucking ego if there is a jack dude sitting on the stairs with a fucking spear and like you broke in as a pop, like right through
Yeah.
your fucking chest? You're like, fuck, dude. Like, I don't even have to shoot you.
Yeah. And I think it's like, I think using a gun is an easy way out. If you've got it as a resource, then
Yeah.
absolutely. But in a zombie, like, especially in a zombie apocalypse, but going back to the scenario of someone breaking into your house, mate,
Mhm.
it's getting launched at you. Like, it is getting launched straight at you. Like, that, you're a threat. You've broken into my home. Like, you are a threat. Like, when
Yeah.
I first moved into a van, I encountered a situation where, like, there was robberies going around into work
Uh-huh.
vans. There was a couple of lads. It was 1 o'clock in the morning, and they tried breaking into my van. They were pretending to be police. They knocked on the window, and like I was half asleep. It
Mhm.
woke the dog up a lot, and they were shining a white light in my face. So I closed one of my eyes so I could have some night vision. And as I tilted my head
Uh-huh.
slightly, there was two lads in balaclavas. I thought, great. And then they were just starting shouting abuse. I was like, whatever. Close the window. I was like, have a good night. And I just lay
Mhm.
there. And then they got out the van, started banging on it, and they're like, let's slash his tires. Like, let's try get in. At that point, I knew they had knives, and I was like, fuck this. I need to get out of here. Like, this is a dangerous
Yeah.
situation. And I was like, I'm not going out because I know the situation. But what I did, I got my clothes
Mhm.
on, I got my hammer, and I got my knife. And I was like, this is how it's going to go down. I'll take the consequences, maybe. But if you get into this van, you have broken into my home, my dog's going to go for you, and I'm going to go for you. Like, they are the choices that you've made. Thankfully, they ended up getting into the car and driving off. I then fucking got the dog in the front, and I bugged out of there, and I didn't go back to that parking spot. But it's just like, you
Yeah.
don't think of these situations, but it's to be able to react that quickly and still have that instinct. I think the army helped me. Like, my army
Mhm.
training kicked in. It was like, right, boom, right, I've got to assess, and then I've got to fucking get out what needs to be. But also, if the enemy's coming to
Right.
me and they get through, take them out. But it's also,
Fuck it.
yeah, but it's also a very dangerous situation, because if something had happened, like, I could have gone down for bodily harm. Like, you never know what.
Mhm.
And like, so, like, these are the situations, because I've experienced them. It's like, I'm very cautious and careful, because you also have to think straight. You can't just go out guns blazing in situations like that.
That's dude, that's a good point that you bring up because I mean, I got the two boys, Brody and Cameron, and there was a situation when we were at the beach and some guy he started running his mouth about something Erica was wearing. It was like a brand of fucking chair that she was wearing. He went off and he said something, and by the time I caught on, he already took off. But I was telling him, I was like, hey, we always have to be aware and we always have to be, strong and just ready to fucking move. But that strength doesn't mean we have to act on it. We also have to be disciplined enough to know when it's the safest move is to remove ourselves from that situation. Um, it takes a lot of ego to do that sometimes, but I mean, just having the awareness and the discipline to, just to know, like kind of like how you did. You could have probably justifiably so got out of your van and fucked them up, but you were disciplined enough to not. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Dude, that's crazy. I mean, that is a lot of I mean, I believe everything that you said there because there is that masculinity, which I mean, I have my own takes on it, but I feel like that's something in our, I guess, environment that's, that needs to come up more like masculine men, not toxic masculinity, not like what, there's one version where it's like, the toxic masculinity is like, beating your chest and sleeping with a shit ton of women and doing drugs and getting fights. Like that's not masculine. Um, I think I resonate more with you with the masculine man being, somebody that has a high and strong fucking purpose, whatever it may be. Each man has its own purpose. And then, if you have somebody in your life, like, yeah, being able to take care of them, I mean, take care of anybody around you, like your community. I'm a big believer on, being so strong that, you know, the no longer a product of your environment. You are your environment is a product of you. So being so strong that everyone around you is affected positively. Mm, mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Sure. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that's even in recent conversations I've had, like if you could provide an area where, most guys coming from even from like military backgrounds, like they're hardened, but give them some sort of release and like, hey man, it's okay to feel that the way like that you're feeling. Just talking and getting it off your chest is sometimes just the most amount of it's almost like stress release. It's like a release of cortisol. Like you don't have to carry all that stress with you. Somebody told me a really cool story about like because you were talking about like releasing of emotions. Um, and either going for a walk if like when you're pissed off go for a walk or like go fucking lift something or even a jog or something, but some sort of somatic release, even crying because it's releasing. um a lot of people don't do that, but this guy was telling me that even in the wild, like if you see an antelope like fucking uh run from a big cat like a lion or something or like a leopard, like fucking getting after him, like fuck this shit. I'm like getting the fuck out of here, right? But you never see a depressed antelope, right? What do they always do after that big fucking excitement and they live? They fucking shake it off. You see them like they shake it off. They have a somatic release, and then they chill and they go eat grass, and they're self regulated. Like, and I think the biggest takeaway was like, dude, you don't see any like antelopes on SSRIs or, antidepressant pills or anything. Like, dude, that's the worst possible day in their life. And they just overcame it. They shake it off, you know? So something like that, I think, going back to a biological standpoint for, I mean, men specifically, dude, we say shake it off sometimes, like literally go do it, man. Like there's some emotions, like shake it off in the words and in your words, or like go tell somebody, or you do go for a jog, man, let some of that shit out. Mhm. 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 Dude, that's so true. Can I ask you a question? Because all right, I talk to a lot of guys that are like right around my age, so they're like around 40 to 50, 35 even, and a big a big topic that is going around is like testosterone and how to get more of it, because I mean I think a lot of us want to think we're, in the upper range of like testosterone. But when we take a test, like, I had some guys that talked to me that were like around like in the 300, 350s, which is very low for test scores. I think the average for like guys our age is like right around like 500 or something. But either way, like, how do you know of a way to naturally increase testosterone? Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. They, no, they take your blood, but there's low, there's signs if you have low testosterone. So it's often that you don't have a lot of energy, your hair's falling out, you don't feel very driven, you're lazy, kind of, depressed, lethargic, um, or like things like that. And then obviously that snowballs into other things. Mhm. Sure. Uh-huh. Right. Sure. Mhm. Sure. Yeah, I just looked up, I mean, a lot of it, I think it's what we do. Um, I was just thinking of what you were saying, like the way that I've trained the last, what, 4 or 5 years, probably more, what is it, 5, 6 years I've been with you guys, whatever. I would rather have my body now back in college than my college, than in my college days. And I played wide receiver, at college. And I'm like, man, I wish I had this body now because my shoulders are like, pretty jacked, and I'm pretty strong. But you can see my fucking abs, man. I couldn't see my abs back then because I had shit habits as well. I mean, throw in all the drugs and drinking and just not eating. I just didn't know how to eat. Not until I met you guys. But going back to the um the higher testosterone protocol, I think we both lead scientifically backed lead the lives that promotes a healthy and high testosterone. Um because it's a couple things. One of the most important, and you already know this, is sleep. Getting at least 7 hours of rest each night. But yeah, like you said, resistance training, lift heavy once, and then sprinting, and then red meat. Also, limit any kind of drinking, alcohol, pot. Um, and I think one of my favorite um, little sessions that you had was on estrogenics, and just like the environment that we live in. So soap with a lot of fragrances, or even like deodorant. I think I remember different types of coffee if it's not organic. And the biggest one that stuck out is like lavender. Like I avoid lavender like it was fucking AIDS. Like, get that shit away. But yeah, just limiting, like, go ahead. Shit. Yeah. Mm. Mhm. Absolutely. I mm. Yeah, there's a lot. I do the same thing, like, I have a bar of soap that's made specifically from coconut oil. Um, but yeah, I mean, I most of the time, it's just coconut oil that I use as deodorant. I use it in my hair. I use it as a moisturizer. I mean, I use it for fucking everything, like, literally everything. Um I mean, and like when I went over to Midlands with you guys, I mean, you guys showed me. He's like, dude, throw it. You guys were throwing on coconut oil before a race, and I was like, what the fuck? And Matt was like, yeah, dude, it adds like 10 pounds of body or like muscle mass to any pictures. I'm like, shit. I don't think I stopped putting it on since then. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I think we've all, pulled up to a race and went up to the starting line there. I mean, I remember one race specifically. This dude was a big motherfucker. He was like 6'4", and I swear to God, he might have had 3% body fat. He was like fucking jacked. I'm like, holy shit. Like, I think I literally like poked him. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And I mean, I saw him when I was going around one of the loops, man. We might have beat him by like 2 miles, and he was struggling. I was like, man, that's good for him for like being out there. But you know, I like how we train because it's very functional, and it's like how you would normally use your body. Um, and it's not running too long, but it's not like lifting all the weights, but it's like the MSP workouts. It's sub maximal, but it's like compounded. It's like it's consistent, and I think that's one of the things that you always said is like consistency, consistent actions and habits. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of like looking at it. Yeah, looking at it through the eyes of, is Bailey right there? Oh, oh, there we go. Yeah, but I mean that's the best. Like, if we could be just as simple as like looking at our problems, like, just at ourselves as the way like your dog would. Um, like, Jacob and Jasmine for me, or like Bailey for you. It's like they don't care about the fucking leak. They just care that you're right there. Are you happy? Then I'm happy. Are you frustrated? Then, I think I'm frustrated too. But, you know, how do you handle those? And then I don't know, they just make it very simple. They have a good way of just kind of looking at you or just laying their head on you and just like just making it simple. Like, they just make you smile. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm, mhm. Yeah, it goes dude, but also, like, I think the best hoodies in the world have, like, a hole or 2 in them. Like, I got 2, like, one, like, the original, the OG primal one that you like, Matt and you guys gave, like, dude, that one, it's like the kangaroo pocket on it has, like, it's coming off a little bit. I could sew it back on, but I don't want it because, like, that takes away from the story, like, how often I've worn it. And then I got another, primal one where same thing, it's the pocket, but I left some dog treats in there, and Jacob chewed like an asshole. Like he didn't even go in the side where you could go in the hole. He just tried to tear it open like a fucking Neanderthal, which I love him, but but yeah, I mean, they just make it simple. Hey, this is what I want. This is what I'm gonna go get, and I'm gonna be happy either way. Even when my other dog Jasmine is what 13 now. I mean, she'll look you square in the face and then like just take a piss on the floor because she's old. She's like, "Fuck it, I don't feel like going outside. It's cold out there." She'll be like, God damn it." Getting off the topic a little bit. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I like what you said about, just being yeah, having like a internal focus, like, "Hey, I control everything," as opposed to external focus. Like, "Hey, I need to keep up with like this guy on Instagram. He has like 14,000 followers or 14 million followers or something. I need to do that." And that's how I declare my worth. Instead, like, "Hey, I don't care that I got a hole in my sock and I'm wearing a hat that I've had for 3 years. Like, I don't give a shit about that. I'm still dangerous as fuck." Mhm. Mhm. Dude, a little bit of gratitude. Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, because it makes you feel good. I mean, you're getting your dopamine and your reward hits from, again, something external. You're getting from like, "Hey, good job. I see you. You're doing it," instead of doing it for yourself. I'm like, "Hey, this makes me feel good." But yeah, dude, I feel that. What do you how's your training right now? Yeah. Uh-huh. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. That's fucking that's fucking crazy. Do you do well, first of all, I'm gonna ask you if you do more like flatland and track work or like more out in the terrain, but I was telling Erica um about like when I met you guys up in Palmerton and like we were running a little late going up to the finish line. You were like running with the elite, so you had to be there and you just had a bag. And like you literally rolled out of bed, jumped to the fucking finish line, no warm up, and you got like fucking third. I'm like, what the fuck? It was fucking crazy. I think that was the 10K, but dude, that's yeah, you're a fast fucker. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Uh-huh. Yeah. It's a long fucker. So yeah, I'll ask you again. Are you doing more like track work and kind of like stuff on treadmills, or are you more outdoor, like kind of like trail running? Mhm. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm the same way because I mean I just purchased an assault treadmill, which is like one of the ones that you just it doesn't have it's like not electric. It just goes off of your own. You power it essentially. And then I look at my training stimulus, and then usually on Wednesdays and Fridays, I'm like, why the fuck is Mitch trying to kill me today? Like, what did I do to him? But no, it's all good stuff because like it's I mean, it's the same thing when you first warm up and you start getting into it, it's like Jesus Christ, but you know, you give it some time and you let your heart settle and as soon as you lay into it, you know, you get there. I mean, you got me to a place where I PR'd. I think I did a 3K or a 5K time travel. I forgot what it was. And I had a number in mind. I think it was like 24 minutes. So it was a 5K. It was like 24 minutes. I ended up getting like 21. I'm like, holy fucking shit. Um, didn't see that happening. Which and then Matt Roberts posted like he's like under 20 minutes. And like your 5K time trial, what are you at? Like 17, 18 minutes? Yeah. Jesus Christ. That is fucking rolling. Mhm. Yeah. I mean, that's the biggest part is, like, the education because it's so much easier just, like, looking at the app, be like, "Alright, this is what I gotta do," and it's, like, structured, so I don't really need to look at it that often, like, now I already know, Mondays are my MSP, they're deadlift or squat, and then, Tuesdays, I'm getting after it, Wednesdays, kind of like chill in zone 2, Thursdays, grip stuff, Friday, VO2 max, and then rest on Saturdays, long runs on Sunday, so, like, it's already ingrained in there, and um yeah there is there's a there's discipline in there, but there's also, especially on Sundays with the long run, there's more joy on running those because it's fun. You like run and you're out in nature, and um might microdose a little bit going out there, but just kind of just chill and have fun, be in nature, man, just enjoy it. Hmm. Hmm. Dude, absolutely. Well, Mitch, man, that's all I got. I'm gonna let you go, but dude, I really appreciate you jumping on here, man. I love catching up with you. I so the thing is, like, I talk with Air a little bit before. I'm like, "Oh, I'm going on with, like, Mitch here in a little bit," and she's like, "What are you gonna ask him?" I'm like, "I know. I have no idea." Like, whatever comes up. That's how I go into all of these, like, whatever comes up. I mean, we could be talking about, I don't fucking know, like, cooking, fucking, egg and banana pancakes. I don't fucking know. Mhm. That's exactly true. And I'll add to that because, like, don't let that stop you from giving other people compliments. One of the biggest reasons I do this, I got texts, like, when I started doing this again, just like, "Hey, man, I like that episode." I mean, specifically, was it, this guy Buddy he used to be in Primal, but, like, he still, like, messages me back and forth, but he's like, "Yo, thank you so much. I didn't know that, that you felt the same way." I'm going through that too. I'm like, holy shit, like, even if it's just one person, it's like it's worth it to me. I love having these conversations, and that I'm just fucking curious with people I like to talk to. So I appreciate it, Mitch. Well, same thing. I got to make it over there. Yeah, last time I did that, we went through that. Remember that we went to that field after the race? We went to that field that was all like fucking like spiny thorns and shit. I'm like, motherfucker. And you're like, fuck it, just you just took off. Like, you might as well just get through. It's gonna hurt anyway. I was like, yeah, I'll follow Mitch. But good times, brother. Mitch, where can they find you? Drop your shit. Yeah, man. And yeah, that sucks, but dude, you're a great guy. A lot of fucking knowledge, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah. Well, dude, yeah, me and Erica think so. You've been helping her on her journey as well. So I mean, we fucking love you. All right, homie. Take it easy, brother.